Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
And we're back. We
Yeah.
connected, T.
We are.
How are the geeks out there? How you guys doing? Talk to us. T, how you doing?
So and so.
You're so.
Yeah, man.
You're alive.
Yeah, I'm trying.
That's
I'm
all
trying.
that matters, man.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show of Geeks Connect,
Yeah.
where we connect geeks out there to opportunities, to industry leaders, to innovation platforms and tools, to users of the applications that geeks are building out there. So this is your show. Connect with us. Hashtag Geeks Connect on social media. You can tweet to us at Geek Culture, at Brand Live Radio. You can Skype us through as well. Just connect with us. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, just plugged into the Facebook. The Instagram live. So we live right there. So if you guys want to drop us something, check out what's going on. Go to our Geek Culture Instagram account. Use the hashtag Geeks Connect to connect with us and just convo with us. We'll also be on Twitter doing the same thing. So yeah, that's me, my ugly face right there. And then that right there is T. So we're ready to roll. Hope you guys are good. Let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah, Misha, where were you turning up this past week?
This past week, where was I forgot, dude.
Checking out the city of Joburg and
Yeah, I spent a lot of time actually in the city of Joburg.
okay.
Being a Pretoria boy, trying to understand the space around here. What are the geeks up to? Meeting a whole bunch of different people. Yesterday, I popped into Midrand, checking out Wise Tech Global, some company worth checking out. So yeah, just moving up and down, trying to figure out who's who doing what. Yeah, how was your Valentine?
Before that,
Yes.
you spoke about Wise Tech Global.
Yeah.
Are they hiring?
Oh, yes. So I had a chat with Wise Tech Global, and they're looking for at least 50 really good developers. So if you're a geek out there and you think you got your A game ready, you need to check out Wise Tech Global. So it's wisetechglobal.com. It's where they're worth checking out. They're looking for at least around about 50 developers. They're a logistic software development company. So as much as it's logistic,
I
it's
see.
still a lot of software involved and a lot of cool tech involved. So a good Microsoft partner. So if you're familiar with Microsoft technology, maybe they're the ideal guys to check out. Seeing you guys up on Instagram. Thanks for joining, all of you guys. You guys are pretty awesome.
Yeah. Do you want to know where I was turning up?
Where were you turning up?
Actually, I was not turning up. I was turning side to side
Yeah?
in bed,
Yeah?
cuddling up like a little girl. My
Eh?
goodness.
Eh?
I've been sick like crazy, man.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm still here. You can't keep the good gigs down. We are still strong. We're going, and I'm here today.
Why do I get a feeling there was more to that? I mean, that smile of yours. Is there something you want to tell us?
No, man. I was actually enjoying my pain. Okay.
You're enjoying your pain?
Yes, I was enjoying my pain. I enjoyed it so much. It almost like when you're having a bad error on your code and you can't fix it.
Yeah?
And you tend to just enjoy it. Sometimes you enjoy these errors, these bugs that we get on our code.
All right. Talking about bugs, those are some of the things we'll be talking about today. Not bugs, of course, but hackathons.
Yeah, we'll be talking about hackathons. We'll be talking about distracting and breaking things. And speaking of breaking things, have you heard of this lady called Dineo?
Yo, Matata.
Yo.
So I found out about Dineo yesterday. I just heard people saying Dineo. I'm like, oh goodness, Dineo is at it again. And I'm trying to figure out which Dineo, because I know a whole bunch of Dineos. And someone's like, no man, it's not a person. It's some really devastating stuff.
Oh, yes. The cyclone. Ladies and gentlemen, Cyclone Dineo is approaching. I believe it has now reached some parts of South Africa. It passed through Mozambique, Zimbabwe. It's a destructive. Well, it has downgraded now, but it's a very serious tropical cyclone that's causing some damage out there. And we want you guys to be careful out there. All the Limpopo geeks, Pumalanga, KZN, watch out for the tropical storm from wherever you are. Some heavy rains are expected today. Make sure that you stay safe. Avoid areas where have just recently been flooded. Make sure that you stay indoors, be safe, and also make use of social media, to report your status, to connect with the loved ones out there. Speaking of loved ones, Misho, what were you up to during Valentine's Day?
Before I jump into that, I'll give you the details. They say repeat what you said about being little girl.
Oh,
I'm seeing that on Instagram. So repeat what you said about a little girl.
no, I said I was cuddling up like a little girl in bed because I was sick and enjoying my pain.
So you were moving side to side.
Yes. It was horrible. I was away from my laptop. I couldn't code. Worst week of my life, but I'm here.
I think for a couple of people it was a really good week. I mean, sorry to say this, but it meant that less emails for them coming your way. Although we did see a couple of them creeping in.
Okay.
All right. My Valentine was pretty awesome. Had a good Valentine. Without going into a lot of details of what and what, but yeah, definitely had a good one. Started off obviously with a whole bunch of work meetings and whatnot, but the night took care of itself.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, let us know, what did you do for Valentine's Day? Did you code? Did you send out some super cool texts with some code in it, some tech into it? Because we are tech, we have to be hardcore. We have to live hardcore unless we are not hardcore,
Yeah, so even if you're sick and in bed, you still have to live hardcore. Whether you're moving from side to side, you still have to live hardcore.
Yes. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's another part of the show where we actually get to tell you some of the facts about technology. And what we'll be getting into today would be mostly things that relates to innovation, to technology, to how our world has been changing, because we are now living in the internet economy. The internet economy obviously is accelerating the fourth industrial revolution that ensures that more things are connected to the internet than people, which is sad, and that's why also I've seen some photos on Valentine's Day. Some people will be busy having a good time at a restaurant or something, but people can't stay away from their phones.
It's horrible, dude. Like, as people, that's a kind of way of having a relationship nowadays. Everything is thrown over phones. Two people sitting together and they're texting, they're putting up stuff on Instagram. And the sad thing about it is people now yeah, so the sad thing about that is you find people are now throwing a lot of their relationships out there on social media and handling it that way.
Yeah, what can you tell us today, Misha? What's your favorite tech fact?
All right, so on average, a typist's fingers will travel 12.6 miles. That's nearly half a marathon, right? So, okay, let's just do that on average, right? So if you're typing, a typist's fingers will travel 12.6 miles. That's nearly half a marathon. Who said office workers can't get enough exercises? So when you guys are moving all those fingers, you're definitely doing a whole bunch of exercising.
Yes, last year, every year, there's actually a competition in which they challenge mostly teenagers to see how fast can they type.
Yeah.
So there's actually that competition to get the best typer. How fast can you type?
How fast can I type? I'm pretty awesome. I'm okay, I think. I like to think I'm okay. How fast do you type?
I'm horrible.
You're horrible, but
Yes.
You're hardcore.
Yes, I'm hardcore.
We've heard that
I'm
quite a lot.
hardcore like that.
We feel sorry for your keypads, man. Every time, go.
Hackathons can be brutal events and so forth. You get to stay in front of a computer for like mostly 42 hours. That's how far we host hackathons. And I think the next tech fact is actually interesting as well. It says, when sat in front of a computer, the average user blinks only 7 times a minute. the normal rate is 20.
So when in
Wow.
front of the computer, right, you blinks
7 times,
Yeah.
where normally you're supposed to blink for 20 times. But when you are sitting in front of a computer, the average blink time is 7 times per minute.
That means people are so focused on whatever they're typing.
Yeah.
I guess that's not a bad. Well, you didn't need to take a break, I guess.
Yeah, you really have to. But we'll be telling you about these things because today we're focusing mostly on hackathons, and it's going to be an interesting one as well.
So yeah, talking about that, T. So what message can you give to the guys out there? Any message? Because the guys are looking at you now, and they're wondering what you're thinking. So as the show continues, what can you? Well, from my side, what I can say is everybody just join the conversation on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Use the hashtag GeeksConnect. We're seeing you guys commenting. You guys are pretty awesome. The likes of Joe, Keenan, Miss Lekana, we see you. So yeah, peace,
Okay.
guys.
And the last tech fact for today, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is one of those tech facts that are currently relevant. There's something that I'm excited about. Okay, the best-selling mobile phone of all time was the Nokia 1100, made in Finland and selling staggering amount of 250 million units. And this also made the phone to be one of the top-selling electrical gadgets in history, slightly ahead of PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's quite a lot, eh?
I actually thought that the Nokia 3310 was the best-selling, but then it turns out that the Nokia 1100 was the one of the best-selling mobile phones in history.
So yeah, we're getting someone's commenting that maybe it's because of the flashlight. That's why it sold that much. So people liked it for the flashlight. So that could be one of the reasons why it sold that much. But I'm just like you. I thought the 3310. I mean, that's a classic. Talking about the 3310, I saw you dropping some info on the 3310. Mind sharing? What's up with the 3310?
Okay, so the Nokia 3310 could be coming back to market this month. It's exciting. So Nokia is making its comeback. Remember, a few years back, Nokia sold its device services to Microsoft.
Yes.
So that business, I think, how much was that cost? About 7 point something billion.
Lots of billions actually.
Yeah. So that contract actually ended in 2016. So during that period, Nokia was not allowed to release any mobile devices. But that period is done, and we're glad to see Nokia coming back. But you know, they're coming back with an Android operating system. How do you feel about that, Misho?
Look, man, I've gotten the hang of Androids. I used to be a massive Windows Phone fan with the tiles and whatnot. I got the bug, the Android bug. So now I'm cool with Android. So I'm happy. I'm just happy that Nokia is coming back. I'm happy that I think now they have the Nokia 6 that's coming through and a couple of, I think, Nokia 3. I saw this very cool Nokia that we posted up on Instagram. It's got some seriously crazy specs. So I'm just happy to see the Nokia brand coming back. And, you know, I'm a big fan of Nokia.
Yeah, but we must not forget why Nokia fell off the market. I think the major reason there was that they failed to innovate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because almost each and every mobile platform, they realized that there was a boom in the smartphone arena. And Nokia was dependent on Windows Phone, the operating system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they failed to develop their own operating system for smartphones in time. Yeah.
So those are the type of lessons that we learn. I mean, the story goes on and on. Your BlackBerry, your Kodak.
Yes.
Kodak was one of the top ones in terms of photography. But that whole element of failing to innovate, failing to move with the times, you end up losing track of things. So yeah, guys out there, if you guys are working on stuff, check up what's going on. Be current with what you're working on. improve on your technology as well, improve on your customer offerings, and move with the times.
Yes, that's the whole story. Obviously, that's the whole story. They need to innovate. You need to make sure that you are feeding your brain with innovation stimulation, because
Yeah.
just make sure that you have a hungry brain. Make sure that you challenge yourself and walk the talk. That's why we host a lot of these hackathons as well, to stimulate more innovation. I saw an article yesterday morning, actually, that the iPhone 8 is going to have wireless charging. Yeah.
Aren't they behind?
Yes. So there've been 214 other companies that have been implementing wireless charging. But then, it's Apple. It's Apple. So if Apple iOS 8, well, the iPhone 8 comes out, yes, wireless charging, it's Apple, yay, it's so smart, they are innovating. My goodness.
They're playing around with us. I mean, one of the companies that had that is Nokia.
Oh yes, Nokia
with the Lumia
that.
devices, your 1520. It had the whole wireless
I
charging.
think it was 2012, somewhere there.
Yeah, well, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine where we are right now, 2017, and Nokia is coming up with this really so-called cool innovation. I mean, Samsung has already done the same thing as well for the past 2-3 years. So Apple, you guys have got a whole bunch of cash. I think they have got close to 700 billion. I think a couple of billion sitting there.
Yes.
So they should look into using that cash for, coming up with really, really, really new innovation.
And of course, late January, Apple's sales picked up, so that was a good save. And they are making a comeback in terms of sales. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick ad break now, and when we come back, we'll tell you more about an exciting app and technologies to check out for this week.
Awesome.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the quick ad break.
Welcome.
Yes, so this is the part of the show where we get to check out what local innovators, what is Africa doing in terms of increasing the innovation capacity, because remember, we have to step up into the competitive market as one of the most innovative countries around. Today, we're checking out something cool.
Yeah, so we do have an app that we will be looking into today. Just 2 or 3, depending on how much time we have. We'll start with the first one, After Robot. Right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so After Robots, we've been with these guys based at MLab for some time. When we started going to MLab, being based at MLab, they came in a company called Sowetek, right? And one thing they identified as a problem with the taxis, that, people need to be able to call a taxi and see if there's a taxi around coming, and taxi drivers, to make their life easier, they should stop wasting time and driving all over the place looking for people, where else they can go to a particular area where the majority of the people are, right? So those are some of the things that they want the app to do. So they created an app. They've been working on it. I think this past week or so, they've been testing the drivers section of the app.
Yesterday they were doing the launch, actually.
Yeah, so they're doing the launch of that. So the app is finally coming. I'm really excited about the After Robots app. I think it's going to change the industry, the taxi industry.
Yes, so After Robot, it is spelled AFTA robot.com. If you need to check out the website.
Yeah.
After Robot. AFTA robot, that's ROBOT.com. So check them out on social media, check out their website, and check out what they do. This is local innovation, straight out of Soweto, I think. Yes.
Yes, so it's going to be going through to, they will be testing it in obviously in certain areas, but eventually we'll have the app all over the place. And one of my exciting, well, the one that you mentioned now is Tour 2.0. Can you tell us a little bit about Tour 2.0?
Oh yes, Tour 2.0, for all the tourism fans. I love South Africa.
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah, I love South Africa, especially going into rural communities. That's why we host a lot of events that side. We have so much history. We have so much to show. In fact, South Africa excels a lot in tourism. People want to get the experience of how it feels being in South Africa, the rich culture, the Rainbow Nation, Soweto, down to Giyani, Malamulele, down to Venda, the Northern Cape, down to Northwest. And shout out to Northwest for being the greatest revenue generator in tourism in 2016. Yeah, but then Tour 2.0 packages local stories.
Yes.
And provide you that platform with some really cool content that is local, and take you through the different tours around the country. So it's quite an interesting platform. Check out Tour 2.0. That's Tour dash 2.0.
Yeah, so Tour 2.0 is very nice, bright colored logo as well. So I love the best part, which I hope they invite me someday, is when they travel and they test a whole bunch of different food out there. I mean, they get to see, the type of food that we love eating, stuff that you don't really get anyway. So you get, if you go to a particular area, location, township, whatever it might be, you get to taste the food made by the locals the best way. Not stuff that's done in restaurants and whatnot, but strictly around that particular. Well, it is restaurants, I guess, but it's not your typical restaurants. So that's one thing that I like about the platform, and you get to experience a particular area direct from the residents within the area. So that's a nice thing about. So shout out to Tour 2.0. The whole team that's working on it. You guys are doing some pretty cool stuff. And if you want to do your next short left, just have a check at Tour 2.0.
Yes, and what else is there to check out, Misho, in terms of local apps and innovation?
So there's another app called Mzansi Memes. It's done by... Well, one of the guys who's parts of it is a guy called Melvin, one who does some really cool apps. So Mzansi Memes is basically, that's it. In South Africa, is all about laughing and making fun of everything. So that's where you get some of these memes, share them, comment on them. What's your favorite one? I saw you just posted one about hackathons.
My favorite meme?
Yeah.
Well, I think the Doom story was quite fascinating.
Yeah.
I remember this meme with the guy and his wife. The wife is busy asking him, where did you sleep last night? Who were you last night? He's trying to explain, I was in this place, and then she doesn't believe him. Then the guy was just spraying the Doom on the lady. And of course, all the Doom stories.
Yeah.
I saw this other one. I don't know cars much, but I think it's the golf. So someone was busy spraying their golf and said 10 into a Vrupa. Yeah. And all the memes about our president, man. Yeah.
They kill you.
Yes. Also, memes about, well, there are some about Donald Trump. I think that they've been quite exciting. I saw this other one that says when you are winning too much and you're just tired of winning. You know that Donald Trump is about winning.
Yeah.
Yes. They also did another one. Well, there've been a lot, but and then check out memes. Memes could come out of all the current situations, all the current stories that are happening. And shout out to the city of Joburg for realizing that memes are a great way to communicate with people. I remember that there was this one where a car with a number plate of Limpopo crashed into a wall. And then the City of Joburg team actually made a comment around that. And they said, we do not encourage our residents to park like that. So I think that was an exciting one as well.
One of my favorites is the one that I saw over the past weekend. I mean, the number 6. Yeah. pirates. Everybody was going up against pirates. You know, there was this one particular where they say the gears of a car, right? It's number 1,
Yes.
2, and instead of writing number 6, they put the pirates thing. That was pretty awesome. And half dozen eggs. I mean, that's pretty funny.
Okay.
I just love seeing pirates suffer. So sorry guys, if you are listening to this show and you're a Pirates fan, I really, okay, maybe I don't really feel for you, but I kind of like feel for you, especially with what happened yesterday. Yeah, up the Bucks.
Yeah. Also, there are a lot of memes on data as well. One of my all-time favorite is this one called. It says, "I love it when you call me Big Data."
Eh?
I love it when you call me Big Data.
Hold on. I just want them to see you say that. Let me just, so they can see. Say it.
I love it when you call me Big Data.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. It's the Valentine's month. It's the Valentine's week, ladies and gentlemen. The spirit is in the air. You know.
You know, T, there's something that you need to tell us. What are you, like, there's this thing,
What thing?
I don't know, there's just this thing,
What thing are you talking about?
Mm.
I don't have the thing, man. I know that thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
now-
but ladies and gentlemen, we have got a lot of things for you today.
Yeah.
All things hackathons will be telling you how it takes to host a hackathon and why, Vele, why these things of hackathons, what's in it for you, how can you make hackathons great again in 2017, what are some of the upcoming hackathons, and some great opportunities for you.
Yeah, so there's been a lot. I mean, last year we did quite a lot of them. We were involved in a lot of them as Geek Culture. Seeing people sleep on the floor, some sleeping while they were coding, some claiming to be thinking while they were actually sleeping. So a lot of stuff happened within hackathons, and would like to go through memory lane with you guys. But for those who do not know about what hackathons are, we'll definitely fill you guys in and give you a couple of reasons why you should come to a hackathon, especially a geek culture hackathon. The experience is what it's all about. It's not just about hacking throughout the night. It's the full-blown experience.
I remember what you used to say last year. It's not just a hackathon, it's a geek culture hackathon.
It's a geek culture
I'm like,
hackathon.
Ooh, sham. This guy.
It's a geek culture hackathon. I mean, it's not your typical hackathon. Everything. I mean, shout out to Skinny. He dropped a nice song for us for the hackathon, which will probably hook it up for you guys later on.
Yeah, no, we're going to play it in a few minutes, actually.
Yeah. So the song is definitely dedicated to all the geeks out there who are coming to hackathons, who are paying time, spending their time in hackathons. Yes, it's about the winning, but it's also about the networking and the having fun. So yeah, it's. I'm just seeing someone saying hackathon. So I don't know. Hey, is it? We must educate people and how to pronounce it, guys. It's hackathon. No, hackathon. Like a thorn that bites you, that pricks you, not a thong. Like, no, guys. No.
You know, there are a whole bunch of hackathons. You can make
Hackathons or hackathon?
hackathon.
Thong.
Hackathon.
Hackathon.
Michelle, just listen to me here. Anyway, there are a lot of hackathons. They vary. You can have a food hackathon. You can have a fish hackathon. You can have even beer hackathons these days. I'm excited about hosting a hackathon for the army. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of our plans this year, right? Hosting a hackathon for the South African Army, where everyone is just wearing camouflage clothing, and we're hacking. I don't know what I've been told. Okay, maybe let's not go there. But
All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Carry.
yeah. And then also, it's all about being imaginative. I think also a venue is important in hosting a hackathon.
Yeah, it's extremely important.
Yes. So sometimes when I look at a hackathon, I look at the venue. We've hosted the hackathons in different areas, universities, but I think my favorite last year was hosting a hackathon at a legislature, so the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Council chambers, where mayors and council members sit to make key decisions about the city. Now we took hackers and local geeks into that room, and they hosted a hackathon on that venue. That was pretty exciting for me.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, even with the whole debate, taking the whole open data debates, that was pretty awesome. Yeah, so you got people excited about hackathon with the army. So if you are part of the South African National Defence Force and you're listening to this, or your uncle, father, or bae works there, give us a shout, give us the connections. I would love to do a hackathon with the army. We want to hack the army. Just imagine that headline. Hack the army.
Local gigs hack the army.
Yo. I think that would be a nice title.
Yeah.
Local geeks hack the army. Actually, we must get the attention like that and just create a page and says, Geeks hack the army.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick ad break. Well, not a quick one. We'll take an ad break and then we'll play you a jam written by our own Skinny
Shoe.
And then after that we'll also tell you how Misha and I met. It's quite an interesting story through hackathons, and we'll be telling you about the biggest hackathon a South African city has ever hosted, a provincial hackathon. We'll tell you about the biggest hackathon in the country. We'll tell you about all type of things. It's going to be exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick ad break and a song. Making sure that you grab a cup of coffee, jam, stand up, stretch, and keep on
glow
coding.
like tea.
And communication solution company suitable for your small or medium-sized enterprise, then look no further than Hive ICT. They aim to provide SMEs with the same level of service expected by large corporations without sacrificing the personal relationship they have with their customers, offering remote and on-site support as well as IT system design, network design and installations, server and workstation maintenance and web design, web application development, and more. Visit www.hiveict.com right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah,
it's a hackathon.
Yeah.
It's a hackathon.
What?
No, I can't rap.
Oh, so you can only just dance.
Yes.
All right, so drop
Wait,
some.
no, I can't dance as well.
Oh, but that you look like you're dancing.
Yes. Shout out to Skinny for that jam. It did it for Geek Culture Hackathon 2016. So if you have got a bae who doesn't understand what this hackathon thing is all about, and she questions, why do you always go to these things? We'll be breaking it down to you. So exactly, what is a hackathon to you, Misho?
Yeah, so for me, a hackathon is just a place to meet a lot of people, a place to see young guys take challenges and solve those challenges. But at the same time, it's a great place to take pictures of people struggling to stay up all night. It's quite fun. It's a nice place to have fun for a weekend. It's also a nice place, for people to get food, especially those that are starving. You get a whole bunch of free food. Pretty awesome place to be.
Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, consider a marathon.
Yes.
Where like-minded people, you all want to run, all want to be fit. Maybe unlike Misho.
What are you trying to say?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, imagine you.
What are you trying to say?
Ladies and gentlemen, a hackathon, consider it like a place where you meet with like-minded people. You have the same goal to develop something or reach a certain goal, and you run towards that goal. Obviously, when you're in a marathon, you don't go home. You don't go home and say, "Oh, I'm going to sleep, then I'll come back." So that's the whole idea about a hackathon. The conditions are unfavorable. You code all night. Also, business analysts will be busy building business cases for that solution in a hackathon. Graphics designers will be designing like designers can't design no more. Coders will be coding like they can't code no more. Hackers will be hacking all night, all weekend, and it's all fun because you want to exercise your skills.
Yeah.
And this is where you get to walk the talk. You say that you're a programmer. Show us.
Exactly.
Yes. So
Stop claiming.
Yes. So interestingly, Misha and I actually met at a hackathon.
Unfortunately.
Yes, 2013. It was the weekend of the 16th April.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't remember. So I guess now everybody has a hint. If you meet T and So, ladies, if you do meet T, he will remember the date. Yes?
Yes.
16 what? April.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I met this
What
guy.
time? Don't-
It was around 4:30. You had just came in from class at TUT. You were attending your BTech classes by then. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
you joined that hackathon late, and then we met up. Listen, Joe, I'm trying to push this thing called geek culture. And I'm like, geek culture? What's that? And you promised me that there will be a lot of food. I'm still waiting for that lot of food.
But it's
Anyway.
pointless. It's pointless. Whether there's a lot of food or not, I've seen you eat quite a lot. I mean, every event I go to, you take it whenever your picture is taken of you, you've got food in your hands. But the results are just like there's now progress. Candy, floorball.
Chief, I spent many nights coding, okay?
Oh, so that thing about that fact about the 12.6 miles was applying to you as well.
Yes. Yeah, but what excites me about hackathons, especially the ones that we host in the Northern Cape in other areas, is that other people get to benefit out of these hackathons. In the Northern Cape, we normally host it for 120 people. So it means that a small business has to feed the gigs.
Yes.
Someone has to also transport the gigs at some point. So that's always exciting, because this thing of hackathon, we are also creating opportunities for others. And we have seen people getting hired directly from hackathons. We have seen some of the businesses starting from hackathons. So, we have seen skills being transformed out of hackathons. So if I was to start a church for the geeks, ladies and gentlemen, every Friday we're gonna hack until hackers can't code no more.
So Pastor T would be standing up on the congregation opening for us and say,
What the heck? Yes, what the heck? Let there be more hackathons. What I also want to champion through these hackathons.
yes.
At hackathons, we always get these cool shirts. By the way, I never buy shirts these days. I get them through hackathons and other tech events. But then the problem is they are not giving trousers at hackathons.
Ish.
Yeah, I only get shirts. We need trousers as well, because this is the gig revolution. We are talking about change here. We are talking about something that's beyond us. Gigs are changing the world. We just like that. We don't care about a lot of norms. We don't care about a lot of standards. And a hackathon is exciting because you actually get to be with like-minded people, and build something. I think that's the greatest feeling that you can have, to have something done that you can show. And we always obviously have presentations where you stand in front of the crowd and present your solution. You also get to showcase a business case out of that solution. Yeah, that's always exciting for me.
Yeah, so that was a very nice sermon from Pastor T, dropping a couple of verses for us on what he likes about the gospel of hackathons. One of the things that I liked is probably my best presentation was this lady from Northern Cape. I wish I could put up the video. We're going to put up the video later on. There was this lady from Northern Cape, and she just blew everything on. Like, she was so commanding of that space.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like she was complaining, but she wasn't complaining. She was presenting. She was everybody had, she got everybody's
Yes,
attention.
everybody heard that lady. I still remember that lady very well.
Yeah, so shout out to that lady from Northern Cape, and to the Moringa boys. Yeah, we see you.
Yeah, Moringa. Shout out to Mr. Kristen Kemfer. Shout out to Kenan Girls, the G6. Quite I like Kenan. It's one of the brilliant minds I've ever come to work with. Yeah, but that's the thing. You get to meet all these different kind of minds through hackathons and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest hackathon in South Africa, 2016.
Yes.
#GKHack16.
The only one.
Yes.
The only one.
Man, the only one. It was so big. There was too much hype, but someone forgot to buy sugar for the hackathon.
Really, T?
Yes. I was waiting for this day for so long. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So organizing a hackathon there's a lot of things that goes into that. You can never plan a hackathon 100% fine.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't go to a hackathon that's 100% well planned and everything is going 100% smoothly. Something has to go wrong. That's
Yes.
what make hackathons.
Yes, so you know what we're saying last year in October, you and I, we
Yes.
said that if a hackathon is 100% well planned, it sucks.
Exactly. Something has to go wrong.
Yes.
I mean, you could have, like, you might be connected to Fastnet and you want Fastnet, and it might not happen. So you never know. You might be on a telecom line and you have issues. You need to have some sort of disaster at the hackathon. That's part of the experience because you get to see young people showcasing that, listen, there might be challenges, but we're going to make this thing happen.
Yes, Rock Pretoria, Random Hacks of Kindness.
Yes.
One of the favorite hackathons that I've seen. People get excited about Rock. It's one of those hackathons, you know. And I'm proud to make an announcement that this time we're taking Rock to Johannesburg fully.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so big, and we are going to make it big. Believe me, we're gonna win and win so big so that people get tired of winning. Yes. And you'll say, please, Master T, we're tired of winning. We're tired of this winning. And then I will say that, no, we need to make hackathons great again. So we're going to win. Believe me, it's going to be huge.
So, yeah, if you really want a hackathon to be on point, just hook up the Gig Culture crew. They'll mess up things. Trust us, they'll mess up things. But you're going to have a full-blown experience. We're going to make it happen. Even if it means people drive 2 a.m. in the morning from Pretoria to Joburg for whatever reason to go buy sugar.
Get sugar, yes.
Yes, we're going to make it happen. So, yeah, come through to one of the hackathons, Random Hacks. There's a couple of hackathons coming. Before we go into that, right, one of my favorite hacks for last year was the Ekurhuleni one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The biggest hackathon by a municipality in South Africa.
Yeah, shout out to the Ekurhuleni guys. I mean, from the previous year in 2015, it was a roughly good number.
I think they invited us late.
It's a good thing they didn't invite this time. But yeah, last year the Ekurhuleni municipality decided to go big and really, really big. They called out to all the devs and hackers out there, designers, creatives, and say, listen, we as a city want your help, right? We want you guys to jump in and help us come up with some of this. Come up with solutions for some of these problems.
Yes, to make the city a digitally connected city.
Yes.
It was one of the biggest hackathons. I saw someone came all the way from Cape Town. There was some that came from Durban. The Mpumalanga guys from the Rising Sun. They
Shout
were
out
there.
to the MP guys.
Yes, shout out to Veli, Nora, Dikeledi, Mamba, Clinton, and all of them. The super cool geeks at the University of Mpumalanga. They also made it all the way to Ekurhuleni to take part in that hackathon. It was the biggest by a municipality. So it shows that there's this hunger for hackathons that even municipalities are realizing. And almost each and every organization in South Africa today want a hackathon. So we'll continue to drive more of those hackathons. Hackathons are hosted for different reasons, obviously. But this year, Geek Culture.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. If you guys thought what happened last year was pretty cool, wait till you see what happens this year. Everybody's gonna be coming to the Geek Culture Hackathon. We'll be approaching it. We do have a couple of hackathons as builds up to that, but also as warming you guys up to what's gonna happen. But you don't want to miss the Geek Culture Hackathon, June 30th of June
Until the
2nd of July. We'll keep you posted. Just look out for a coming soon page. We'll be dropping it very soon. And you know, it's going to be crazy.
Yes. Speaking of craziness, we're doing a lot of craziness around cybersecurity this year. I think we have about 3 hackathons focused on cybersecurity alone. The first one will be the Safe Hack, championed by Geek Culture, I think PwC.
Yeah.
Also some cool minds from Telcom and other organizations. So that's going to be a cool one as well.
And
Safe
then
Hack.
there's the one that you speaker, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Yes. Also, IT Web Security Summit. That's the the biggest cybersecurity platform in the continent. Over 500 security experts will be there. There are speakers from all over the world will be coming to show, to tell their best practices and how we can fight this cyber war. So as part of that, Geek Culture has collaborated with IT Web to host a hackathon as part of the summit. But we're also hosting a cybersecurity training ahead of the hackathon. We will be inviting over 100 geeks all over South Africa to come take part in that free training in cybersecurity. We're bringing some of the best minds, some of the best hackers in the country to come share their skills and I think I'm hacked.
You hacked?
Yes, my brain is hacked.
Ooh. All right, so some of the hacks that I'm definitely looking forward to is the AB and Bev hackathon. So this is a hackathon coming in on towards the end of July. It's run by formerly known as, some of you guys might know them as SAB or SAB or Sub Miller. So no, we're not hacking alcohol, guys. We're trying to find out solutions to make the world a better place. So keep an eye open for that one. The link is already up. We'll drop it out for you guys as well on our Twitter page. So yeah, on the 30th, I think, towards the end of July, there's gonna be a Joburg hack. It's a global hackathon that's going on, running all over the country, all over the world. It's just from a South African point of view, it'll be done in Joburg, run by SAB Miller or AB and Bev. Still need to get the hang of that.
Okay, yeah. Also, the Northern Cape Provincial Hackathon will be happening later in September. So, also ahead of that, this March, there's something called 053 Hack. That's aiming to rewire Kimberley. Imagine Kimberley, yeah. Kimberley down there in the sub.
It's so funny in Kimberley, right? You think that there's no one, and you think that no one will show up to a hackathon. But I'm really impressed by the guys from Kimberley. Every time we go there, Northern Cape as a whole, the quality continuously improves. And you can see that the guys are really getting hyped up and excited about the tech space, and they're hungry for it. So, yeah, shout out to the guys in Kimberley. Join a hackathon. Keep on doing that. Keep on improving your skills, guys. You guys are awesome.
Yes. Also, Mpumalanga will be hosting their first hackathon in a few months. So that's also going to be exciting. But coming back to Geek Culture, our general theme for this year is collaborative digital economy.
Break it down.
Boom, boom, digital economy. Boom. Okay, let's stop that. Come on. A digital collaborative economy, ladies and gentlemen, it means that we are going to increase more efforts.
Yeah.
Whether it's the geeks working with the government, whether it's the geeks working with other geeks, whether it's business to business, but then we want to leverage too much on the power of collaboration.
Yeah.
The thing about hackathons is that you get to do skills matching. You might find that you are good in design, but then you might need someone that's at a hackathon. You might meet that special somebody, a special somebody who will complement your life and make sure
complement your life.
Yes, man. Yeah, you might meet that special somebody at a hackathon that complement your life and make sure that you build some of the best apps to come.
I almost got lost there a little bit. Yeah, you were taking us somewhere else. But yeah, that's what he's saying at hackathons. Come through, you miss a whole bunch of special somebodies, and you meet them, and you share contacts to further work on whatever project you'll be working on. That's the thing about hackathons, and I like the theme this year around because we're doing a lot of collaboration. So it's all about how do you collaborate as well from a digital point of view. And the thing about hackathons, guys, stop thinking hackathons are all about the geeks. No, it's not just open for people who sit behind computers and hacking and programming. It's all open to anyone, a designer, an entrepreneur, someone in the fashion space, someone into music space, journalists, UK guys could all come through and be part of the hackathon because we need to collaborate to solve solutions much better.
Yes, we need people doing HR, people doing policing, people doing crimetology.
Tology. Yes, that one.
Yeah, that tology.
Yes.
And that other tology as well.
Yeah, all the tologies, biology and chemistology, if there is such a thing. Climatology, and yeah, all those tologies.
Yes.
We need everybody to come through.
Yes, because I remember Rock Pretoria 2013 December.
You good with dates, right? What time was it?
Chef, this one was a weekend thing. It started on a Saturday 9 a.m. and then ended the other day around 5:45 somewhere there on a Sunday. But these guys from Red Cross, that organization that helps with aid. But the Red Cross crew came over to South Africa to take part at Rock Pretoria in exploring what type of solutions they could use. I think that hackathon was one where it showed us that developers, geeks, entrepreneurs, designers are really our social heroes, because they challenge the hackathon participants to build solutions that will help them make their lives much easier. I remember there was an app called Hey Got There. So basically, the app helped the Red Cross workers to point out in an area. Let's say they go to Swaziland and they're looking for aid centers, places of help that helps people, especially orphans. So they could use augmented reality, and then the augmented reality app showed them, hey, go there, this center here needs this and that, and so forth. So I think that was one of my favorite hackathons in history, because it was talking directly to the needs of the people.
Yeah, so guys, we out of time, but do yourself a favor. Check out Geek Culture on social media, right? So you can get to follow some of the hackathons that will be happening. We'll be dropping them on our platform, whether it's a Girls Code Hackathon in August, or any other hackathons that are happening around the country. We'll make sure you guys know about it, and we'll make sure that we try to get you guys in. Keep using hackathons as a place for learning, networking, and showcasing your skills.
Yes. So we'll update the Geek Culture website more often. I think we've already plotted some of the events in there.
Yes.
But we'll keep on plotting as many as possible, because there are a lot of tech events that will get your innovation mojo running. Yes. Yeah. So
people getting hooked up, mojo running. It's been a great week, guys.
Listen, next week's show, remember, is the last Thursday of the month. So we'll be focusing it on social media. We're going to have a lady called Didi on the show.
Yes.
She's one of the cool young ladies in the digital marketing space. So we'll be running through social media activities again. To help you. Yeah,
and she'll tell us a little bit about creative collectives or platform that she's running. She'll tell us a little bit about that. So just keep on tuning into next week as well. This week's podcast and last week's podcast, we'll have it up for you guys, for those who've missed it. We'll make sure you guys don't miss anything. So thanks for all the comments on Instagram. We see you guys on Periscope as well. So you guys have been awesome.
Keep on hacking.
Keep on hacking, in the words of Tiani.
Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat.